lots of squiggles on the chart. So let's look at those 4 charts, and we can see that they're labeled as either puts or calls and puts, vertically, and long and short. That means to buy or to sell horizontally. With on each chart, the x-axis is the market rate going left to right, and the y-axis is the profit and loss. So in pounds or dollars or whatever currency we're using, that's the P&L for the transaction. So let's take the top left, a long call option, a bought call option. Remember, that's the right to buy the underlying, so the right to, say, buy pounds and to sell dollars. We can see that the premium is a cost, it's a debit from the outset. We know that because the profit and loss level below the strike, and the strike being the kink in the curve, and so to the left of there, it's below the zero line on the P&L y-axis. So we can see that there's a debit from the outset. Conversely, for the short options, we can see that the premium is a credit from the outset. And we know on the first slide, we said that when you buy an option, you pay, and when you sell an option, you receive. So looking at the curves themselves, the kink in the curve is the strike rate, and the break even is simply the point at which the return on the option matches the cost of the premium. So in the case of the long call option, it's very simply, so the strike plus the premium gives you the break even. The curves also tell us the maximum loss and the maximum profit, as I've got in the little bullet points on the left-hand side there. So we can see, for example, that if I buy an option, so if we look at the 2 long options, my maximum loss is only the premium that I've paid, that I've foregone. But for options that I sell, then the P&L can be quite different. It's for a call option, the sky's the limit. For a put option, it's restricted to 0, of course. So these are quite useful charts to think about how an option pays off, where the premium comes in, if we pay or receive the premium, and what the potential profit and loss payoff is. But it might not be that useful for a corporate hedger, for an FD or a CFO or whomever, with real underlying deliverable foreign exchange needs. So most people tend to prefer to read the y-axis instead of a P&L. They prefer to read as a realized exchange rate. So if the market goes to X or